Hello all. It is Friday and it's been a crazy hectic week. My grandson was born Wednesday night, 8:31. He was 8 pounds, 2.7 ounces. And he was 20 and 3/4 inches long. He ended up in the special unit on the labor and delivery floor. And the reason is because his sugar kept going low. And then his sugar was great since last night, but then they circumcised him around 11 and his sugar dropped. So they were gonna check him at 3 and check him at 5. And as long as his sugar stays good for those two, then come 8 o'clock, they can be discharged. And it was a crazy she went in Monday night. They sent her home, even though her doctor wanted her to be induced Monday. Didn't happen. Hospital said no. Then Tuesday she went, was induced, was dilating extremely slow. Then they started, the baby's heart rate was going up and up, and it was too high. So they said C-section. They were getting ready for a C-section when that baby's heart went to normal. Then it stayed at normal. Then the baby's heart rate dropped. And then they were going to do a C-section. Then the baby's heart rate went normal. It was like a freaking roller coaster ride on Wednesday. Yeah, this was into Wednesday. Tuesday they started inducing, and this was into Wednesday. So that was crazy. And then from there, my son texted us, I don't even know what time it was, and he said they're rushing her in for a C-section. So then they said, they're trying to wake her. My son sent us pictures. He was born. Everything was good. His head, they tried to vacuum him out at one point. Her mother said that the doctor had like both her hands in there trying to pull him out. So she said it was horrible because she was in so much pain. The pain medication wasn't working and all this. And so then she turned around and said, then the baby and the mom in trouble. So my son calls. I could hear in his voice. He was like, his voice was crackling. Then he just was crying, and he just couldn't hold it together. And then her mother, I go into the bathroom because I'm upset at this point because she's being rushed to an emergency C-section. And mom and baby are, not in a good situation. So I'm in the bathroom crying. Her mother texts me. I'm in my car crying. I'm like, oh my God. And in the midst of all that, her daughter giving birth, her mother, my daughter-in-law's grandmother, so her mother's mother, she gets a text that she fell. She did something to her shoulder, broke her shoulder or something, I don't know, but they did x-rays, and then from there they did other and more and a CAT scan, and she has cancer through her whole body, and it's at a point where they can't do anything. So here she is with her then, and her mother had eye surgery on Monday, so she can't fly. Her sisters and brothers flew down, so she was trying to focus, trying not to get upset because of her mom, trying not to get upset that her daughter's in so much pain, and like she's like, oh my God. And it was just a roller coaster of emotions, of things happening. My son sends us the pictures. His head was cut. Everybody's like, why is his head cut? I didn't think his head was cut. I thought it was, just from stress of being born and whatever. I don't know. And, like dried blood from being born and all that stuff. But no, his head was cut. So I got to see him. I can't hold him because he's in the special unit. And so I got to go after work yesterday. My son, he has low blood sugar. His sugar was out of whack because the day before he did not eat. So he was all shaky. My daughter was there all day taking care of him. And I feel bad because this isn't like my son said, when they get home and settled that this weekend they'll have everybody over. Not everybody, but immediate family. And he'll schedule times because he doesn't want anybody there too long. He wants breaks in between. I don't blame him. And he kept saying, this isn't how we planned this to go. So I feel bad because I know what I went through with my son. I mean, people wanted to see me, yet I wanted to be in the nursery. So I was taking breaks from the NICU, I should say, oh my God, dude, from the NICU and trying to visit with people, but yet I wanted to be with my son, but yet then they're telling me I need to, rest. So, so that, I mean, thank goodness it wasn't, as bad as my son, but it still was horrible for them. So, and she's extremely, because she was dilated 10 centimeters, so she wasn't as sore last night as she had been. She's like, I can pee and it don't hurt. I'm like, oh God. So I feel very bad. And, going to that and then them cutting you. And now they do, because I said, oh, you have staples? And she's like, no, glue. I'm like, glue? So she said, stitched her on the inside and glued the outside. So, oh my God, what is this freaking truck doing? I don't know. Oh my God. So, yeah, so that, she's very sore, but she's moving around. She took a shower last night. She said she felt 100% better. She put one of her nursing gowns on that she had bought. So, she said she felt better, felt more human, I'm sure. Washed her hair, everything. And then from there, my son just was not feeling great at all. So I tried to talk to him because I'm only 10 minutes from the hospital. Come to me, take a nap by me for 4 or 5 hours. He didn't want to leave the hospital, didn't want to leave her, didn't want to leave the baby. I get it. I don't blame him, but I think it would have did him good. But he did get a pretty good night's sleep last night, so hopefully now he'll learn his lesson and not, and take care of his sugar. So, a Chick-fil-A went in here. That's brand new. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. So then, last night when I left the hospital, I sat in my car and cried for a bit. Like I said, it brought back all these emotions that I had with, and I'm praying to God that he's going to be okay. Nothing else is going to come up. I've seen him hooked up to all this stuff. So, but now we found out he has a tongue tie, and it means that it's anything under your tongue is either too short or too thick. So he's having trouble breastfeeding, but she's feeding him unlimited. And now she can, because they were limiting the bottle, the formula, but now she can feed him that unlimited. So there we go. That's good. So tonight they're probably going home, praying that they do. I'm not going to go there. Let them get home, get settled. I told them, let me know when you're up for visitors, you need anything, you need me to run to the store, whatever you need, I'm here. So, then, also, last night when I left the hospital, I text because the 40-year-old has been bugging me. And in talking to him, he seems very nice and everything. And I actually talked to my niece who's 38. And I said to her, I was telling her, and she's like, so what? She goes, if you like them, meet them. What the hell? If you like them, men do it all the time, and I said, well, he didn't know how old I was. He thought I was younger. How much younger, I don't know. He does look a little like he could pass for 50, even though he's 40. He's balding a little in the back, but he talks very mature. And he could probably get away with saying I'm 50 because he said to me, it's no one's business. I can tell whatever age you want me to be. I don't think, sorry. I got my Starbucks. I ended because the other day I needed it at the hospital. And my daughter's like, I'm going to get Starbucks. I'm like, okay, I'm up for it. I needed something strong. And, but, I am shocked I'm not yawning more. It has been really, really, horrible. I can't sleep at night. I think it's because I'm worried, about the baby, hoping and praying nothing else comes up, and, that he gets to come home and all that good stuff. And then from there, so I met him. We got a piece of pizza, sat in the pizza place, talked, and then they were it's like they wanted to close because no one was in there. So we went outside and we were talking. He didn't say, let's get in our car like most men because, they want to grope you. Very respectful, very nice, has a great job, he's from Louisiana. Well, he lived in Connecticut till he was about 8, and then his mom remarried, and so they moved to Louisiana. So, and from there, 2 years ago, his job was been bugging him for years. And I guess he was in a relationship, but then he wasn't with anybody at the moment. And so, and he said he's always gone for older women, not girls. He never uses the term girls. He uses women. He's always gone for older women, and always gone for older women, and he's never met anybody that he felt, I want to be with this person. I shouldn't say that. The way he put it is, I didn't find anybody that I felt I couldn't live without. So, and that's what they say, find the person, not the person you want to be with, the person you can't be without. So that, and he was dating someone for 6 months. They broke up in January. And he decided to concentrate on him. But he decided to move here because he had broken up with a long-term relationship back in Louisiana, and he turned around and he was, again, I'm just going to be by myself, and figure my, do my thing and work on me and improving me any way I can. And from there, then they offered him the job, and so then he came here. So it might not be quite 2 years, but so he's selling his house in Louisiana, so that's a positive, because just recently decided to sell it, and it sold, and the closing is going to be. So I'm like, okay, well, it's not like he's hanging on to my hair. I put it up in this clip because I just couldn't deal with it. I'm just too tired to do my hair. It was curlier yesterday than today, but no, I did not wash it this morning. Took a shower, did not wash my hair. So yeah, from there, he wants to see me again. He asked for Monday night. Now he's like, oh, what about Saturday night? And I was like, oh, I think I have plans. I don't, but I'm exhausted. Tonight, I'm going to dinner. My daughter and her boyfriend want to take me to this place where up by them, that they've been dying to try. They didn't realize it was like a nicer restaurant. There's 3 floors and 3 different restaurants. Well, I should say there's a beer garden on the top. There is, in the middle is a sports bar. And then on the bottom is a very nice restaurant. So she's got this all planned out because she made reservations not till 7:30, I think, or 7:45. And I'm like, oh, I think that was all they had available. And so she's like, oh, we could go upstairs to the sports bar and we can have a drink. She goes, well, you won't have a drink, but we'll have a drink and appetizers. And then, downstairs we'll eat the actual dinner. And, and then they were talking about somewhere for dessert. And I was just like, yeah, after dinner, I'm going to be tired. But they are coming to me. Now things have changed. They were coming to me tonight with their dog, but they're like, can you take the dog? Because they're tailgating for some concert, I don't know, and her boyfriend's going, and then they're coming by me after the concert, and they'll probably see the baby Sunday, and we'll all probably see the baby Sunday, but I might sneak over there tomorrow. I don't know, I have to see how tired I am. So I was gonna have the cleaning lady come again tomorrow, because that'll be 3 weeks, but I'm too tired to get up and get her, things, and get out of the house like at 9 o'clock. And plus, if I have my daughter's dog, it's 2 dogs to get out if they're not there, and it's just a pain in the ass. So I'll keep you posted on the young man. He seemed, like I said, very mature, talks mature, acts mature. And I know that sounds weird that he talks mature, but like, my nephew is going to be 41, and sometimes, the way he talks, it's like, okay, I could tell you're 40. This guy, like I said, I would say he's closer to my age than my nephew's age. So the way he's talking and acting, and just his whole thinking, and and everything. He has a very good job. He is going to Norfolk, Virginia for work, and he's coming back Saturday. So he has to go down there, do something, and then come back. And I'm like, sounds like a drug deal, like a smuggler. But he inspects containers at the docks for his company. And I guess he did that in Louisiana. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. So, all right, I got to get in and get this package, and because I still have to go to the post office. In the post office, I have lots of packages. And what the hell? Oh, from the packages. It's like, what the hell is this? So yeah, I'm wearing a dress, and I'm wearing sandals. because it's only 72, but I'm being optimistic. And I don't want it to get too warm too soon, but that is the deal. So I'll try to make videos more often. But my life has just been crazy, cray. So my daughter was staying with me and her boyfriend and their dog. So my house was just chaotic. And, you know, they were doing some work from home. So there was that. And her dog chewed up some things because just turned a year. So she's still a puppy. Even on my table. Got up on the table somehow. Oh my God. Napkins, you name it. She chewed up a plastic bowl, which wasn't a big deal. It was the container I put down for the dog, which I liked using for her food, but now I can put the food in it and heat it up, but I can't store it in there because I can't put the lid on because she chewed all around. So she chewed up something I had to pick up last night, plastic, in my bedroom. I really don't know. So I don't know. But I think my dog was glad, you know, to have a break. She was gone. And I don't know if she'll be so happy tonight when I get home with the dog. So we will see what happens. But hope everybody has a good weekend. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Hope not. My granddaughter is in Hershey Park with her mom and stepfather. And it's supposed to rain there all weekend. So I hope it doesn't, because she will be very disappointed, very cranky, and I'm sure they will too. So they're going there tonight. So I hope they get some time in there. All right. So I will talk to you all later in TGIF. Hopefully you don't work tomorrow, but if you do, I hope it's a good one. Bye.